똑같은 지금 어디 들어갔어?
Linda Kim's personal meeting.
You know, your bus 7?
Hello. Hey.
Okay, teacher.
Hello.
Teacher there. Teacher there.
Hello.
소피야 이거 라우드를 하려게 해. 그거 하지 말고.
Here, sorry. Let me see if I can figure out my camera. Oh, okay, there it is. Sorry, I just came from a meeting, so I have my funny background on. Okay.
1 second, I can't hear you right now. I have to plug this in.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I was going to say, I got to turn my background off. I had it on from our earlier meeting. Okay, you ready to get started?
Yep.
You have a good day at school today?
Yeah, I'm thinking of going face-to-face.
Oh? When would you start if you go face-to-face? Like in a few weeks?
I don't know. I'd have to ask my mom.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to share my screen real quick with you, okay? Let me know if you can't see it. So we're just going to do a quick 30 minutes revising and editing, so nothing too crazy. Okay? So let's read the story real quick. And you can read out loud or in your head, whichever you like best.
Jaden wrote a story about a boy's... Jaden wrote a story about a boy's search for a gift. Read this paragraph from Jaden's story and look for corrections Jaden needs to make. Then answer the questions that follow. All right. So Dale carefully picked up a mug and stared at it and frowned. He thought to him, this isn't good enough. He also had looked at cards, flowers, and candy. Dale finded nothing that would be as a wonderful gift for his favorite teacher, Mrs. Smith. Nothing was special enough for someone whose words always encouraged him. Suddenly, Dale had a bright idea. He would write a poem about his teacher called Our Guide. His kind words would be the best gift for Mrs. Smith. He smiled as he imagined how happy his gift would make her.
Okay, good. So here, I'm going to switch the screen share real quick so that way we can see both the questions and the passage at the same time.
Okay.
I think that'll make it easier to read. Okay. Where's screen share? I lost it. Oh, there it is.
Screen share has left the game.
It's re-entered the game. That's good. Okay, you can still see, right? You can see both parts of the screen? Okay, cool. So let's go through and we'll
change should be made to sentence too. Okay. He thought to himself, this is not good enough. He thinks to himself. Maybe. That could be a maybe. Change him to himself. Himself thought to him.
Okay, so this is what you would change.
He thought to himself. That's another maybe. Change is to are. He thought to him. This are not good enough. That's wrong. Delete the period after enough. He thought to himself, this is not good enough. We need that period, so X that out. I think it would be B.
Okay. Yep, you're right.
Yay.
Because we always say that you think to yourself or I think to myself. We always got to have that self in there, right? Okay, let's look at the next question. So question 2.
What change should be made in sentence 4? I already know the answer. It's F.
Okay. Yeah, we can't say find it, right? That's not a word.
It's a fake word.
Yep. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there are other words like found that we can't say finded. Like
Well, it is a word, but it's at the same time it's not in rating.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Because I'll take off a lot of points.
Okay, so let's move on to question 3. So what change should we make in sentence 6?
Sentence 6 says, suddenly Dale had a bright idea. Suddenly to sudden. Sudden, Dale had a bright idea. I don't think that's gonna be no.
Okay.
Change had to have. Suddenly Dale had a bright idea. No, that makes no sense again. Change bright to brightly. Suddenly Dale had a brightly ideas. No.
Okay, good.
Change ideas to idea. Suddenly Dale had a bright idea. That's D.
Okay, very good. And then a quick little review since we have it here. What's the difference between the word bright and brightly? We talked about this a little bit yesterday.
So, brightly is a little more bright, like this is bright, but if I turn my lamp on again, this is brightly.
Okay, so not quite. So that would be bright and brighter. Bright, brighter, brightest. That's when we get more and more and more. The difference between these two is one is an adjective and one is an adverb. Do you kind of remember that?
Yeah. Wait, can you let me annotate?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me turn it on real quick. Okay, you should be able to annotate now.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, so one is an adjective and one's an adverb. So what is an adjective?
Adjective is something that describes a noun.
Okay, good. And what is an adverb? And if you don't know, that's all right. You can just make a guess. Give you a hint.
Describes an adjective?
No,
a verb.
It can describe an adjective or
it has to
a
describe
verb.
a verb.
It can be an adjective or a verb.
I forgot what a verb is because it's been a long while.
So verb is what you do. So like run, that's a verb. It's what you do.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen the word verb.
Yeah, stuff takes a while to come back to you. And adverbs in an ly.
Ly.
So this one right here, this is an adverb. And this is an adjective. So we're talking about an idea. So is an idea, is that an adjective, a verb, or a noun? Idea. So what do you think? Is that an adjective, a verb, or a noun?
Ideas is a ideas is an adjective.
Okay, so it's actually a noun. Because a noun, what is a noun? Do you remember?
Person, place, thing.
Okay, so is an idea a person?
No.
Is it a place?
No.
But is it a thing?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and so idea is a noun, and so that's why we want to say bright. So let's practice making a sentence with both an adjective and an adverb. So I'm going to put an example in a chat, okay? Okay, so here I have an adjective. So smart. So the smart girl.
Smart girl made an A.
Okay, so smart is an adjective. It's describing girl.
All right, let me. Do I have to do an adjective?
Yep. Just make your own little practice sentence. It can be about anything you want. Okay, so what is your adjective in this sentence?
Hungry.
Hungry, very good. Okay, now I'm going to do an adverb.
Okay.
So she smartly studied for the test. So study, that's an action. It's a verb, it's what you do. And so we're using smartly because we're describing studied.
Oh. I'm not sure if that's how you spell rudely.
Yeah, you got it. He rudely took the food. Perfect. Because what is he doing? He's taken the food. That's a verb. It's what you do.
You should never do that in real life.
Yeah, someone would get mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any questions about this?
No.
Does this make sense? Kind of coming back to you? An adjective and an adverb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I am going to clear my screen and then we'll move on to the next group of questions, okay? So now we have a new passage. So you can read it out loud or in your head, whatever you like best.
Okay. The paragraph is from Tyler's journal. Read the paragraph and look for corrections Tyler needs to make. Then answer the questions that follow. Okay, sorry. Last week, I visited a canyon in West Texas with Mom and Dad. The Palo Duro Canyon is large, so we explored it by horse. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was nervous about riding a horse, and luckily, Pepper seemed very gentle. I soon relaxed and enjoyed my surroundings as we made our way up a hill. We passed rocky cliffs, patches of low cactuses, and tall juniper trees.
Juniper, good.
At last, Pepper's clopping feet came to a stop. We had reached the canyon's top after that long ride. Pepper stood still as I admired the view of the red canyon against the blue sky.
Okay, perfect. So let's go into our questions. The question
What
4.
change should be made in question 3? Okay, those are my favorite type of questions. So,
there's a lot of these in this passage, so that's good.
At first, what? That's...
Yeah, that's a spelling mistake, right?
how you spell nervous? Riding to road. First, I was nervous about riding a horse. Nope. Changed and to but. At first, I was nervous about riding a horse, but lucky, that could be a maybe.
Okay, good call.
Because we never know if it could be true. Question. And then change seem to seems. At first, I was nervous about riding a horse, and luckily, Pepper seems very gentle. We can keep that because there's nothing wrong with it. So, after all, the question was H.
Okay, yeah, H is the answer. Yeah, the reason why we don't want to choose this one right here is because it happens in the past, right? It happened last spring.
Seems is in the past, so.
Seemed with an ED is in the past. With the S, it's not. Yeah, so you got the right answer. I was just explaining it. That's why.
What change should be made in sentence 5? As we made our way up a hill, we passed rocky cliffs, patches of low cactus, and tall juniper trees. Past to past. Here, do that. There you go. As we made our way up a hill, we passed. That could maybe be it. So I'm going to do an ugly question mark. Delete the comma after cliffs. As we made our way up a hill, we passed rocky cliffs, patches of low cactus, and tall juniper trees. We don't need to do that, so it's enough.
Okay,
Cactus
good.
to cactus. So that's wrong because the cactus needs to be like a certain one or have a name.
Very good. We call that the special ones that we have to put capital. We call those a proper noun.
Singular or proper. Change trees to trees. As we made our way up a hill, we passed rocky cliffs, patches of low cactus, and tall juniper tree. No. So at the end of the day, it's this.
Okay, good, nice.
A.
So what's the difference between past and past?
So past, like the word difference?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So past is what happens way back. And this past means that, for example, I passed my hairbrush while walking to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's kind of like a movement, right?
Yeah.
Another way to think about it is this one is a verb and this one is a noun. So that can help us too. Okay. And let's see, last question for this one. What change did we make to sentence 6?
Peppers to peppers. At last, Pepper's clopping feet. So, wait, I'm confused about like when about these. When we add these?
Oh, okay. Here, we can take a quick little break to talk about it, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna switch my screen to the whiteboard. So this little thing, it's called an apostrophe. Apostrophe. And they show ownership.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Didn't mean to do that.
So for example, if I'm talking about my pen, I would say Abby's pen. So apostrophe S. So Abby's pen is black. So if we don't have an apostrophe, then it's just a plural. So for example, we're talking about more than one thing. So maybe, I don't know, tickets are expensive because the tickets don't own anything. There's just more than one of them. And so that's just a regular S.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No problem.
Oh my God, why am I just want to move the screen.
Okay, I'm going to switch the share back to the old one, okay?
Okay.
Oh, it erased our annotations. Oh, well.
All the annotations. Just gonna. Yeah. At last, Pepper's clopping feet came to an end. So that could be a maybe, because it's Pepper's feet, not my feet. Change feet to foot. At last, Pepper's clopping foot. There's more than one, so that's to know. Change came to come. At last, Pepper's clomping feet come to a stop. No. No change is needed. A change. Wait a minute. Oh my God, I see what I did there on F. I see what I did there.
Yeah, you mix it up a little bit.
I did. At last, Pepper's clomping feet. So, for once, I don't want to admit this, but J is the correct answer.
Yep, no change is needed. Very good. Right? Because we need this apostrophe S, because who do the feet belong to?
It belongs to Peppers.
Yep. So we need that apostrophe there to show us that they're her feet. Okay, any questions about this one?
No.
You feeling pretty good?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think my average test score is?
Well, so far you have 100 on these questions. You got every one right, so.
Better keep that up.
Okay, so
revising.
this one is a little bit longer. So we'll kind of do what we did last time. Let's check the time. We might do a different passage, one that's not so long. Okay, that's what we'll do. Oh wait, this is the same one. Oh, actually, no, the questions are different. Okay, so this is the same passage, but the questions are different. So you don't have to reread the passage all the way. Okay?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, they kind of split it up, kind of strange. Okay, so question 1. What change should be made after sentence 3?
Okay. He also had looked. Let's just quickly do that. Okay. He also had looking at cards, flowers. It's pretty kind of obvious. No.
Okay, good.
At to with. He had also looked with cards, flowers. No. Insert comma after cards. He also had looked at cards, flowers, and candy. That could be a maybe.
Okay, good.
So I'm gonna put a check mark there. Maybe. Oh, whatever. Flowers to flower. That's no. That's definitely a big bet. No.
Yeah, because that first one is flowers like the plant. This one is flour like that you make cookies with.
So it's C.
Okay, C. Very good. Nice job. Okay, so question 2. What change should we make in sentence 5?
Okay, F is correct.
Yeah, right. We know we don't spell special like that. Okay, good. And then let's see.
Should be made to sentence 7. He would write a poem about his teacher called Our Guide. Right. Would write to written. He written a poem about that. I don't think that's gonna be it because he's telling what he's gonna write about.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Not yet. So we'd put A after he was done making the poem. So it's definitely not A. Change poem to poem. The poem doesn't have a name, so X that out.
Okay, good.
About to at. He would write about a poem. That could be a maybe.
Okay.
And for D, that's not the correct answer.
Okay, so D is actually the right answer here. And the reason why is because our guide, it's a title. So the titles of poems we put in quotations like this, and they need to be capitalized. So for example, maybe a poem we have is, I don't know, maybe it's called, I'm trying to think of what we could name our made up poem. I don't know, maybe it's called Plants
The Big Fan.
Yeah.
Plants in the
Spring. So since it's a title, just like the title of a movie or a book, we have to make sure we use capitals. Or if we had the title Big Fan, we would have to use a capital B and then a capital F. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Did my test score drop to an 85?
Oh, it's still higher than an 85. You just missed one so far out of a few. So you still have an A. So you're doing good. So yeah, just remember titles of poems here. Let's do this with our hands so we can stick it in our brain. So titles of poems, quotation marks. So do the quotation marks and then say capital. So titles of poems, quotation marks, capital.
But my STAR test,
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly about writing a story.
Okay, well, the next time we do class, we'll focus on writing. I don't think we have enough time to do too much writing tonight.
Oh, how much time do we have left?
This is just a 30-minute class, so we have 5 minutes. Yeah, it's because I had a meeting earlier, and so we got started late. But the next time we have an hour class, we're going to do writing. Does that sound okay? Yeah, I'll give you some writing homework to do, so that way you have stuff to work on too.
I can't believe that our STAR test is on April 6th.
Yeah, that's so soon.
I'm scared though. Like, I didn't take my 3rd grade STAR test because of Corona. I was happy, but she also said we'd have to write our STAR tests. I searched up on the internet, and STAR tests are 30 something questions.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But I did worse, so I think we're good.
Yeah, and then we're going to get some writing practice pretty soon too. Okay, so question 4, what change should we make in sentence 2?
Okay. Palo, no. F could be a maybe.
Okay, good.
Large to larger, no. Delete the word so. We need the word so.
Okay, what type of word is the word so? It's special. Just a quick review.
Well, it's telling you like fan voice. Oh!
Yeah, right? It's combining 2 sentences. So the Palo Duro Canyon is so large. This is sentence 1, and here we have sentence 2. And so we combine it with a comma and the word so.
The only remembering thing I had of fanboys is a picture of I put in my back of the notebook of an actual fan with boys in it. So
Yeah. Yeah, fan voice is good. And if you have to write an essay, it's also good to use fan voice in your essays because it makes your writing sound really good.
Nor, bore, or, your.
Okay, this one's actually yet,
and so.
Yep, very good.
Oh my god, I'm a pro at this.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Let's go back to question 4.
Okay, so change by to from, that's a no. So our answer would be F.
Perfect, good job. Okay, what about
What change, if any, should be made to question 4? Change relax to relaxing. I assume relaxing, that's no. And then change her to my. I soon relaxed and enjoyed my surroundings. That could be a maybe.
Okay, good.
Change surroundings to surroundings. We actually need 2 R's, so that's not the correct answer.
Perfect.
No change is needed. Change has to be needed, so it's B.
Very good. Okay. And then next question, we're looking at sentence 7.
Okay, 7. We are reaching the canyons. That's not it because they are already on top. Change canyons to cannons. That could be a maybe.
Okay, good.
Insert a comma after top. We had reached the canyon's top. Canyon's top. No.
Yeah, that's not a fanboy, right?
Yeah. After to buy. We had reached the canyon's top after by the long ride. So no, and it's going to be G.
Okay, perfect. Good job.
Yay,
Okay.
just in time.
So real quick, I want to go over some of I'm going to email this to your mom, but this is going to be the writing prompt that we'll practice on, okay?
Okay.
Let me pull it up. Well, actually, we'll use an old prompt, so it'll be very similar to the actual exam.
I don't like school.
Okay. So again, I'll email this to your mom, but we're going to do this one right here.
How many questions did your star have?
I think like 40 or 50, something like that. They've made them shorter. They've changed it a little bit.
Mine is 30 something. So.
Yeah. Okay, so this
how was your old one?
It was not too bad. It was a little different though. You know how you do expository writing where you explain something?
Yeah.
We would write what's called a personal narrative, which is where you talk about your life. So the type of writing was different.
Oh my god, college is scary. College sounds scary now.
Oh, well, we have no star in college. I'm talking about when I was in 4th grade. I don't have to do like any writing. I just do math all day, basically. Okay. But anyways, this is a writing prompt. I'll email this to your mom, okay?
Okay.
Any questions for me before I go?
No. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.